Should you do Premier Draft or Quick Draft? I'll help you answer that question and explain the math behind it, and I've watched all the other videos on YouTube who try to explain how to do this calculation, and everyone is doing it wrong, so stay to the end because I'm going to explain. So right off the bat, if you know what your win rate is and it's above 50%, then I can answer this question definitively. You should just do Premier Draft. But if you don't track your wins or you don't use 17 lands to track your data, then you probably can't answer this question right away. So this is where I'm going to help you out. Now, most people don't draft as much as me. I typically get to Mythic on 2 or 3 accounts every single season or every month, but most people are going to be pretty casual drafters, so it's going to be kind of difficult to figure out which one is actually best for you. So first, let me explain how Quick Draft and Premier Draft operate differently. In Premier Draft, you're going to pay 1,500 gems or 1,000 coins, and you're going to draft against real players in an 8-man pod. Premier Draft is also available the entire time the set comes out. Quick Draft, on the other hand, you'll be drafting against 7 bots, and Quick Draft is only available for a new set 2 weeks after it's released. And I've been told the reason why Quick Draft isn't available for the first 2 weeks is because MTG Arena is collecting all of the data and the pick rates of all the cards in Premier Draft, and then that's what they use to program the bots for Quick Draft. But if anyone at Wizards actually knows how this is done and calculated, please put it down in the comments. And Quick Draft is exactly half the cost of a Premier Draft. Now I'll explain the pros and the cons of each. Let's start with Quick Draft. Now, in terms of the pros, this is really good because there's actually no pick time limit when you're doing a Quick Draft. And since there's no timer, you can go to websites like 17lands.com and look at the win rates of these cards before you take them, so you can always make the right picks. And the nice thing is you can start and stop a Quick Draft whenever you want. So if you get distracted or you have to go back to work or your kids come and bother you, you don't have to worry about doing it all in one sitting. And as I mentioned, it's half the price of a Premier Draft. And you can do more Quick Drafts for free essentially because it's half the cost, and it'll only take you around 5 days to save up enough coins to do a Quick Draft. And one of the pros and cons is that the bots do have an algorithm that they tend to stick to based on what they believe are the best colors or the best cards in the format. So if you can actually figure out what the algorithm is pretty early in Quick Draft, you can kind of hack the system and find a free way to get wins. Because you can draft a color pair or certain cards that you know are going to be undrafted by the bots, and then you can have really powerful decks every single time. And another pro of Quick Draft is that it's really fast for ranking up. When I did my Bronze to Mythic series, I waited purposely for Quick Draft to be available because I can finish a draft in like 2 to 3 minutes. Meanwhile, a Premier Draft, in terms of just time, usually takes around 10 to 15 minutes. So I can actually get through the drafts faster, and then it can help me climb up better. So if you are trying to get your account to Mythic faster, Quick Draft is going to be better for you. And Quick Draft is also one of the best ways for free-to-play players to convert your gold coins into gems, and then you can use these gems to enter the events like arena qualifiers and win-a-boxes. Now let's talk about the cons of a Quick Draft. Now, it has really poor prize structuring. So keeping in mind it's 750 gems to enter a Quick Draft, let's say you only get 2 wins. You would only get 200 gems back, and you would get 1 pack. Now, let's say you have an average win rate of 50%, which for most of the viewers out there, I would say this is probably pretty true. You're only going to get 300 gems back and 1 pack. Now, for most people, even if you're really good at draft, you're going to have about a 55, maybe 58% win rate, which puts you exactly at 4 wins. Now, you can see here that you're still going to end up negative. You're going to be down 300 gems because you only get 450 back, and you only get 1 pack. So for high-level drafters, even like me, getting 4 wins consistently will help me rank up, but I'm actually losing 300 gems every single time I go and do this. And the only way to get all of your gems back is to get 6 wins, because at 5, you only get 650. So it's 6 wins. You basically have to get all the way to the trophy just to get your gems back. Now, I mentioned that the bots having an algorithm is one of the pros, but also it is a con because it's going to take you a while to figure out what the algorithm is so you can actually hack it. I would say it probably takes me between 3 and 5 drafts before I really figure out what are the cards that these bots are under drafting or undervaluing, and then I can know what specific archetype and color pair I should be forcing to get the wins. Now, for me, as someone who actually likes the competitive nature of draft, one of the cons of Quick Draft is that it actually builds bad habits and it doesn't improve your drafting skills. It doesn't teach you how to read signals appropriately, because again, the bots are programmed on an algorithm, and so once you figure out what the colors are that they don't draft, you can do that every single time, which makes you not a very good drafter, and it hurts your card evaluation skills. So when you come to your FNMs, or when you want to do premier drafts, or if you want to do like an RCQ, you're not going to have the right skills that you need to actually succeed. And building on that same point, it's going to be hard for you to develop the skill of reading signals, which I think is going to be one of the most important factors when you're doing real drafts in person, in paper, or in competitive events. That's the one skill that separates good players from great players, is knowing how to actually read those signals. And you're not going to be able to get good practice using quick draft. So now let's talk about the pros and cons of premier draft. So starting with the pros, I like premier draft personally for myself because it has a much better prize structure. Remember, with quick draft, it took you 6 wins to get your gems back. Now with premier draft, it costs 1,500 gems, but you only need 5 wins to get all of your gems back. And as we mentioned before, most of us are going to have right around a 50% win rate. So you're going to be losing around 500 gems every single time, but you get 2 packs if you can get at least 3 wins. Now, if you're able to be a little bit better than the average drafter, which I think all of you are if you're subscribed down to this channel, you should hopefully be getting around 4 wins every single time. And if you're able to do that, you're only losing 100 gems every single time you do a premier draft. Now, if you remember, for quick draft, you needed to get 6 wins to get your gems back. But for premier draft, you only need to get 5 wins to get your gems back. But as I mentioned before, if most of us are going to get around a 50% win rate, then you get 3 wins, which means you're getting 1,000 gems back and 2 packs. But if you're subscribed to this channel, you're probably a much better drafter than the average person, and so you hopefully are going to get at least 4 wins every time. If you can get 4 wins, you're only losing 100 gems every single time you're doing a premier draft, and you also get 3 packs. So if you factor in the gems you get from your duplicate rares and mythics, you might not even be losing that many gems if you can get to 4 wins every single time. And obviously, every time you get a trophy, it gives you 2,200 gems. So if you're able to trophy out, then you actually get enough gems back to do 1.5 premier drafts, which is a significantly better payout than if you were to get 7 wins with quick draft. You're only making a profit of 200 gems and 2 packs, so that's not even enough to get you going for multiple different quick drafts. And that's why I want to mention one of the other pros of premier draft is that it's actually easier to go infinite and keep drafting for free as long as you can get between 4 and 5 wins every single time. And 1 trophy will actually help sustain you for quite a few premier drafts, and that's how I have been able to not really buy any gems for the last 2 or 3 sets. And another reason why I love premier draft is because it's the most realistic draft format that you can get at scale, easily accessible by you on your phone or on your computer. Now, it's obviously not going to be perfect every single time. It's not going to replicate the Pro Tour level drafting, but it's the closest thing to like your FNM draft. So it's going to be really good practice, helps you build good skills, and it can teach you how to read card signals and improve your card evaluation skills. And again, if you need help doing any of these things, subscribe to this channel and watch some of these videos like this one right over here, where I explain how to properly evaluate cards. And I also provide draft meta updates every single set so that you know what are the best cards to take, and then you can use that to improve your win rates in premier draft. Now, moving on to the cons of premier draft, it is a much higher entry fee. It is double the entry fee, and the prizes are way worse down at the bottom. If you only get 1 or 2 wins, you really get punished in premier draft. But again, if you're subscribed to this channel, that's not going to be you. And because it is higher stakes, you want to get at least 3 wins so you're not getting totally punished by the prize structure here. This is going to require you to have better set knowledge. But don't worry, just watch the videos that are on this channel and you'll be fine. And for those of you that are trying to rank up quickly, get to Mythic before every single season ends, Premier Draft is a slower way to rank up because the drafts on their own in terms of time will take around 15 minutes. Whereas I mentioned with Quick Draft, once you know the cards and all of the best archetypes and you hack the system, Quick Drafts can take you around 2 to 3 minutes. And similarly, there is a pick time limit when you're doing Premier Draft, so you won't be able to look up every single card on 17 lands and figure out what the best win rates are and draft that way. But a great way to offset this is if you're hanging out with friends or you're at your LGS, feel free to do a Premier Draft and sit down with other good players that you know come to your store, and then they can help guide you during some of your picks. So now I want to talk about how every other content creator on YouTube has been valuing the value of the prizes for Quick Draft and Premier Draft. Everyone has basically been accounting for the 1 prize pack here that you win as 1,000 coins in value. But I don't know a single person who actually buys individual packs from Magic the Gathering Arena and the store. And all of these people are also calculating the fact that you get 3 packs as part of your draft, counting these as 3,000 worth of coins. But remember, you're not going to be rare drafting. Most of the time, you're going to be taking the best cards in the pack to help you win more games, because that's going to be more valuable in terms of the gem payout than trying to finish your collection or just take a rare that you don't have. So that's another thing that they don't account for. So that's why you can't count every single one of the prize packs you would win as 1,000 coins worth of value, because that's just not realistic. And that's why all of the other videos online will tell you that you should do quick draft, because they value these packs worth 1,000 coins, which is not right. So how should you actually calculate the value of all of these prizes? Well, obviously the gem part you just calculate, but for each of the prize packs you would win, I treat it as 20 gems. And I assume that because once you have 4 copies of every single rare and mythic in the set, then every single time you open up a brand new pack, you're going to get either 20 gems for a duplicate rare or 40 gems for a duplicate mythic. And that's why I mentioned earlier, if you get 4 wins in Premier Draft, you get 1,400 gems back and you get 3 packs. Let's just say, worst case scenario, you only get 3 rares, so you get 60 additional gems. You would only be at a loss of 40 gems if you get 4 wins. Conversely, let's look at Quick Draft. You would get 450 gems plus 20 gems with your 1 prize pack. So you'd be down a significant amount. And remember, even the best players in the world are going to average 4 wins, because that's a 56% win rate. So that's why I personally only do Premier Draft. But for those of you who are free-to-play players and you know that you're not going to be doing a ton of drafts on Arena, then I would just wait for Quick Draft to come out and start saving up your coins once the set releases. Because every 5 days you'll have at least 5,000 coins, which lets you do a draft. So once you have enough coins saved up when Quick Draft does open up, you're probably going to have at least 3 or 4 bullets worth of shots to do quick drafts. And for most people, that's going to be all of the drafting that you're going to need to do. Doesn't even matter that you don't get all of your gems back, because you're not really going to be playing to go infinite like me. But for those of you that have a slightly higher skill cap, where you actually know your win rates and you watch a ton of my videos, then I definitely recommend you do the Premier Draft, because once you can get to 4 wins or 5 wins pretty consistently because you figured out the meta, then this is definitely going to be the best bang for your buck. Now, if you disagree with anything that I've said or any of my calculations, put it down in the comments, or if you have additional questions, put them down there as well. And if you want to know how to improve your win rate, you should be watching videos like this.